Hey guys, so I'll be showing us how I made this Zulu hat. So stay tuned as we learn. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button if this is your first time on my channel, and like and share the video as you deem fit. So today we're going to be talking about how to make this Zulu hat. Alright, so these are some of the items we need. We need a plate that will give our round shape. We'll need a glue gun. We'll need wording, a strong wording. We'll need sellotape, scissors, pencil. We'll need a plain fabric, and we'll need the main fabric too. So let us start. So now we are going to draw our shape. We're going to draw the base of the hat. Okay, we would also need a cardboard, of course, as you can see. We'll also need a cardboard. So now we're going to start. So we're going to draw the base of the hat. And this is it. Okay, so we're drawing it. Okay, so this is our base now. Then we'll cut. Pause.
Cool.
Okay, that's the first thing. Then we'll get back to that very soon. Now we want to cut the band, like the round part, the thing that will form the band of the cap of the hat. So we're going to be using the round head of my client is 23 inches, so I'm using 24, 1 inch allowance for joining. So we're using 24 by, I'm using 24 by 7 inches. My carton, because my carton has holes, of course I'll still use sellotape and close up the holes. It's not supposed to, or I'll use my glue gun and close up the holes because it's not supposed to have any spaces. Okay, so just the carton I have available, that's why. Okay, so after that, we are going to cut the fabric that we'll use to cover the plate. Now, before I continue, let me glue the spaces in between, and I'll be right back. You can pause. Okay, so now we're going to be drawing the fabric that will cover this base, okay, both the inside and outside, so it looks neat. All right, so now we're going to draw it, and we're going to keep a 1 inch allowance. Okay, so now we're going to be keeping a 1 inch allowance, and we're going to be cutting around it. So the first one, you'll be using it to cut. I'm going to cut 2 circles of this, because the first circle you'll be using it to cut cover the carton on the inside for a good finish, a neat finish. And the second one you'll be using to cover the carton on the outside after you have, covered the body. All right. So. Okay, so now we're going to be cutting the fabric that we would use to cover the body on the inside. These two we're going to be leaving 1 inch so that we can actually cover it well, so I can cover well. Okay, so this is it. So now we are going to first cover the inner part of the plate. We're going to be using candle gum to do so. All right, so when I cover it, I'm going to cover it now. I'm going to gum it now. Okay, so you can see I've covered the base now. So now we're going to wrap it in. We're going to wrap the excess in. Okay, like so. Okay, so we can see how this is right now. So the next thing is that we're going to be wrapping our band, also the body of the hat. We're going to be wrapping it with the fabric too. Then when we do that, we would let you know how it goes. Can pause. Okay, before you wrap, make sure you fold your carton the way I'm folding it now. Bend it in, as in fold it like this, so that it forms a round shape easily. Okay, so now we want to wrap. Okay, so guys, our the body has been wrapped, and it's wrapped inside, of course, because we want a neat finish, and the base too has been wrapped, and is wrapped inside too, because we want a neat finish. All right, so the next thing we're going to be doing is to, like I said, the round head of the client was 23 inches, and I made it 24 inches so that I can have, at least 1 inch to play with, to wrap, to cover, to overlap this very well. Okay, so now we're going to be using our sellotape, or you can use your glue gun, your candle gum too, to gum it together. Okay, okay, can continue. We have wrapped this now. You can look at how it looks, okay, on the inside, and I've also wrapped it. So we're going to place it in the middle of our base, right, and we're going to glue it round. Okay, so I just want to mark it so that it will be easier for me to know exactly where to glue. All right, so okay, so we have done this now. Okay, you can see how it looks. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to take, this is a round strip of fabric. You can see how big it is. Okay, we want to use it to wrap the cap all through. All right, now what we're going to do is that you either use your needle and do running stitches round. I used the measurement of this fabric is 15 by 15, a circle of 15 by 15 circle. Okay, then after doing that, after cutting the circle, you either do running stitches round to form your gathers, or you do your gather stitches. Okay, then you draw so that it forms like a shower cap, kind of, that you can wrap the cap in. Okay, so now Okay, so now so you can see what we're trying to do. So we're trying to get it wrapped. Okay, so now we are going to now gum it in, as in gum the base in, the excess is in. Okay, then we'll show you how it went.
There you go.
Okay, so this is how it looks now. This is how the hat looks now. So we're going to now, the next thing we're going to do is that we are going to use our fabric to now cover all this up. Okay, so we're going to be cutting the fabric in in strips, okay, to now put over this thing. All right, so what we want to do now is that we want to cut it in, I'm going to be cutting 10-inch, I'm going to be cutting 10-inch strips of fabric. Okay, I'm going to be using 10-inch by, I'm going to make it a bit wide though, like 10-inch, but it's not supposed to be so wide, like 10-inch by 7 inches strip of fabric. Okay, that we're going to be putting to cover it. We're going to be covering it in strips. Then after doing that, we'll let you know how far. Okay, so now I have cut the strips that I will use to cover the body of the cap, right? So these strips are 10 by 5, 10 by 5. Okay, then I used hemming gum to iron it in on both sides. And if you can see, I made it like I tapered it towards the end, okay, so that it forms the shape of the cap. Okay, so now we are going to be gumming it at the base and at the top, all right, with our candle gum round. All right, so let's do that. Okay, so now we'll put the candle gum at the upper part, gum it. Then we'll put it inside, all right, and gum it. We'll take another one. Now the reason why we are doing this is because we cannot effectively wrap this hat because of the nature of the hat, because of the shape of the hat. We can't wrap it and as in with a full fabric and it remains straight this way. So this is why we're doing this. Okay, so you put it in like so. Remember that it should overlap so that it doesn't show. Okay, you can even put a little bit of gum on the overlap like this. So we're going to continue this till the end, till we get to the other side. You can pause. Okay, so see how far we've gone. All right, so now what we're going to do is that we're going to cover up the base now. So we're going to be using our plate again, and we'll mark on this strong wording. And cut. Okay, so we would stay this would stay the will stay the fabric. Okay, then we'll wrap it in. Okay, so we have our second base. Now we'll place it on top of this. All right, then use our glue gun and needle and thread to finish it up. Okay, so now that I've put it in place, we'll now use the needle and thread to stitch it so that it looks neat. All right, then we would also put a fabric to cover this point and also stitch it. So when we are done, we'll now show you the finished product. Okay, so this is our finished product, our Zulu hat. You can see how neat it is, both outside and inside. All right, so we hope you will try yours. Thank you for watching. Bye.